Credit Crunch Britain has a new culinary craze. Ordinary people turning their own homes into restaurants for paying diners. It's a massive task, even for the most experienced hosts. So how will two novice couples fare?
We're ready to go!
In just 3 days, complete strangers will put them to the test.
It's 6 vegetarian starters,
Can't remind you, it's written on the board.
And only pay what they think their experience was worth.
If I'd have been going out, I wouldn't have chosen to do this.
It tastes like bile.
It's hideous. For the couple that take the most cash, there's the prize of a gastronomic trip of a lifetime.
I paid £40.
50 quid, £5 each.
The heat is on.
Oh, the pressure! Right, we need to hurry up.
Welcome to the pressure cooker that is Restaurant in Our Living Room.
Stupid, annoying.
London, where the streets are paved with gold, pigeons, and unemployed actors. It's also home to our first pair of wannabe restaurateurs. 45-year-old food doctor Stefan Schmelik and his wife, Chinese medicine expert Bonnie.
I have this kind of passion and this idea that food is medicine. Working out how to communicate this message is the tricky bit.
You only need to think about your everyday life to know how important it is to eat healthily, eat well.
Nearby in West London, Stefan and Bonnie's competition also know each other rather well, as they're sisters.
We sometimes think that in a past life we could have been twins.
Yeah.
But we're really in tune with each other.
Yeah, yeah. And it'll be really weird. Like, I think the other day, actually, I'd made fairy cakes. And I'd actually called Kajal, and she had made fairy cakes as well. And we hadn't even discussed it at all.
Spooky. Meet 31-year-old Amisha Seda and her little sister Kajal Hans, who both work in education and who both hate to lose.
Everything about our nature is very
Yeah.
competitive. We put a competitive streak on everything.
Yeah. And I think
Even
we get
if there
very-
isn't a prize, we still do.
And I think we get really excitable because we really want to win.
I'd say you're both very competitive, but when Stefan wins things, he says, no, I'm not competitive at all.
I'm used to winning things, so maybe I don't know whether I'm competitive or not.
Yeah, he's fine as long as he wins. It's like the same as being right.
Hope he wins then. Opening a restaurant normally takes several months, but these absolute novices have just 3 days to open theirs, and they're about to find out just how tight their budget is.
Woo! 20, 40, 60,
80, 100.
300 smackers, OK.
That's pretty good. That's kind of what I was hoping for.
£300.
Woohoo!
You could do a nice bit of nosh for that.
You may spend your budget however you wish in order to maximise how much money the diners will leave.
The couple who take the most money on the night will be the winners. The donation box will be removed for counting at 10:30 p.m.
We can do what we want to do.
We can put all our ideas into practice.
Yeah, nice budget.
Yeah.
It does say, and I'm going to hold you to the legal exactitude of these rules, it does say it's the couple who take the most money on the night. So does mugging, is that permissible?
No, Stefan, it's not. So they're taking on a mammoth task. In just 3 days, total strangers will be arriving expecting a full restaurant service. Both couples will get to keep all of their takings. Stefan and Bonnie begin by deciding how to organise their bijou one-bedroom flat into a practical restaurant.
Well, that sofa easily goes back anyway, and we can move one sofa out.
OK, that's possible. Yeah.
Right, good. This is where we usually eat.
This is really the hallway which we use as the dining room.
We're considering the possibility of having some guests here and some guests in another room.
While considering whether to split their restaurant between their hallway and their living room, health food enthusiasts Stefan and Bonnie must now work out how many diners they want to serve on the night.
Well, on this table, we can reasonably put 4 or 6. 8 is too squashed, if you remember.
And then the middle ground is 12, two sittings of 6. I mean, it's a critical decision, really, isn't it? Because if we have 12 as opposed to 16, that's instantly, obviously, a 25% reduction in potential income.
Stefan and Bonnie are currently wavering between 12 and 16 diners. Across town, in Amisha's 3-bedroom house, which the sisters are using for their restaurant, the girls have opted to offer an al fresco dining experience.
We're planning on seating our diners in the marquee based out here in the garden.
We want to do a Bollywood theme. Bollywood theme is loud, extravagant, colourful, and that's what we want to show our diners.
And to get started, they enlist their husbands to erect the marquee before moving on to their plan of action, plotted with near-military precision.
OK, great. So shall we just work on our menu?
Yeah.
And who's going to do what, write the ingredients, get the ingredients, then maybe prioritise what we should cook
On
when.
what day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK.
We're going to be doing all traditional Indian dishes that we've actually been brought up on.
Within a matter of minutes, they've settled on a traditional thali, a selection of small Indian dishes.
So the traditional thali is just going to be for the main meal. So it's just going to be one plate where we're going to just have little bits of different cuisine.
OK, yeah. Have we decided to go for 24? Do you reckon we could do 24?
I think so, because if we use this table and then the other table, that's 12 diners.
The girls have instantly decided to serve 24 diners spread over 2 sittings. Just 3 hours after receiving their budget, they hit the cash and carry to bag some bargains.
Oh, that's quite good.
£1.75.
Oh, great. 2 for £1.
This is £1.99 and this is £1.79.
Oh, because and you got 20% extra.
Yeah, it's definitely worth buying the large number of quantities at cash and carry because you get good value for money.
Yeah. Right. Check the list. Is there anything else we need?
These bird's eye chilies are very spicy, so you have got to be careful as to how many you use in them, but we don't want to spice out our guests, so we're only going to take a few.
The sisters have bought most of the food to feed 24 guests for just £75. Impressive stuff.
We're very happy. We've got the bulk of our shopping. We've got all our ingredients.
It was good value for money for the amount of things that we've got.
Following their passion and using their specialist expertise, Stefan and Bonnie have decided to use the philosophy of Chinese medicine to create a foodies health theme.
How do we convey, in a nice kind of friendly manner, the kind of foodies medicine, Chinese energetics aspect?
I think we can write some of it down sort of with the menu.
Yeah.
To help their diners understand the concept, Stefan and Bonnie set about breaking down their menu into the 5 key taste sensations.
For us, you know, the Chinese medicine concepts are, you know, fundamental to how we live our lives and what we do, and often they come into Stefan's cooking.
So what are we thinking here? That this might be something we actually give to people on arrival, a plate with each of the 5 flavours, and they almost a little quiz. They have to kind of guess
We could
which
either
is which.
just do it as a quiz or give them information about each one and say these are categorised into 5 of the different tastes.
Sounds wild. Coming up, Stefan loses his cool
Stupid, annoying things in the world.
when the couples meet. The knives are out.
Ours is going to be more like a restaurant.
For me, it's a little bit limited.
And the home restaurants open their doors to paying diners.
It's like a paint strip there.